Current standings in Sun Valley. American Scott Williams leads with Alexander Fadeev second. Gary Beacom, then Peter Barna. We can tell you that the champion will come from this group, which includes Viktor Petrenko, Paul Wylie, and Brian Boitano, all getting ready to skate. Hello everybody, I'm Tracey Wilson. Final group of competitors is on the ice behind me completing their warm-up. The defending champion in this event is Brian Boitano. Now Brian has competed in 20 professional competitions and has won 17 of those. Two of the skaters to beat him are on the ice with him, Viktor Petrenko and Paul Wylie. The other skater is standing beside me, Scott Hamilton. Scott, this looks like this is Brian's competition to lose.
He is so tough to beat. He is so tough to beat. He's solid, he's consistent, and every one of the judges knows how good he is. Every one of the competitors knows how good he is. This is an artistic event, remember. Paul Wylie in the first number skated nowhere near his best, but he's contending. A good performance in the second number could really give Brian a run for his money.
Windy conditions today in Sun Valley. Lots of sunshine, warm temperatures as we look in on the men finishing up their warm-up.
Well, the wind affects so many things. Wind on the ice melts it, puts a little water on top, which would be a concern to the skaters, and it affects jumping timing. Viktor Petrenko had no trouble with his jumping timing in the first number, landing a beautiful triple axel. He's going to need a great performance here to threaten Brian Boitano. Brian Orser, brand new Brian Orser. He's great shape, probably skating as well as he skated in his entire professional career. So it's nice to see him back on competitive ice. Jozef Sabovcik came within putting a hand down to be the first man to do a perfect quadruple jump in professional competition. Just an incredible jumper, and with this ice and these conditions, he could get some real good air.
The men skate in reverse order of finish from the first program. Jozef Sabovcik up next. And that's his son Blade watching. Joseph is the king of the jumpers here.
I've always loved jumping, you know, and if I couldn't jump, I wouldn't do it anymore. You know, like my biggest fear is always, you know, when I turn a year older, I mean, I always, on my birthday, I have to land one quad because, I mean, I think that, you know, the day after the birthday, you know, I'm not going to be able to do it anymore. Like it really matters.
In Sarajevo in 1984, when Scott Hamilton won his gold medal and Brian Orser his first of 2 silvers, Jozef Sabovcik of Czechoslovakia won the bronze. In the following years, he won European titles and either landed or came very close to landing his quad, depending on who studied the tapes. But fell to 6th place in the 1986 World Championships. Injured his right knee and left amateur competition to rehabilitate his body before turning professional.
There was a lot of pressure on us when we competed, you know? I mean, I think that early on, somehow the pleasure of competing has gone out of me, you know? I felt like I always was required to do something. You know, there's always certain goals, like I had to place top 5 or this and that, you know, and it just, I think it killed something in me, you know, and to this day, I really don't like competing very much. You know, everybody says, you know, I mean, you can still do the quad, you can do this, you can do that, why don't you reinstate? I don't really have the desire to. I don't really feel like I've missed something when I competed as an amateur, and I really, really enjoy doing what I'm doing right now.
He gets great air. You look at this quadruple jump here, and it's technically perfect. The height, the air rotation, everything is just straight, perfect, and just the hand down is the only thing that kept it from being perfect. Joe is probably one of the best jumpers I've ever seen, possibly the best jumper going right now.
On the ice, 31-year-old Jozef Sabovcik. His son Blade watching, and Blade's favorite singer is Bruce Springsteen, and his favorite move is his daddy's backflip, and he's going to get both of those in this performance.
Josef's an amazing jumper. When he's on, I don't think anybody in the world jumps better than he does. His choreography and his presentation is a little subdued, and that can hurt him in a competition like this. If they were just judging the jumps, he could beat anybody in the world. It's amazing.
And I know someday I'll find the key. And I know somewhere I'll find the key. Now it seems like I've been sleeping in your bed too long. And it seems like you've been meaning to do me harm. But I'll teach my eyes to see beyond these walls in front of me. And someday I'll walk out of here again. Yeah, I know someday I'll walk out of here again.
Big axle here, watch the height. Picking up speed, coming right down for triple lutz. Again, look at the height. Hung on to that one. Right there, right to blade.
Well, it seems like I've been playing your game way too long. And it seems the game I played has made you.
Sequence of jumps coming up. Most skaters call it filler. Let's fill up the program with some split jumps. But watch the height and the coverage of ice that he gets out of these split jumps. Effortless. He just reaches back, taps. Goes about 20 feet. Comes his son's favorite move. Watch the layout here.
Well, you can understand why the people of Sun Valley call him Jumpin' Joe. Jozef Sabovcik.
Go get him.
Go get him?
Yeah.
Hey, Blake. Big kiss.
Blade's just getting over the chicken pox. Josef's had a rough couple weeks trying to make sure the Blade's okay while training for this competition. Now watch this axle. Just look at the height, extension, air, coverage. It is just amazing. It's just perfect timing and all the strength involved. In this triple lutz, he saves this. He got twisted in the air, but with enough height and enough distance, you can save anything. Look at this. Right there, he's stuck, and he has to get out of it in a hurry, and he's got enough strength to pull it off. And this backflip, nobody in the world does one like this. Surya Boitano lands on 1 foot, but look at the height and extension. Totally laid out. Perfect.
And that's Blade's favorite move. I think it's just about everybody's favorite move. Yep, good job, Dad.
Look at that shoe. You on TV?
Josef Sabovcik.
And here are the marks for Jozef Sabovcik.
5.7.
These are great marks, 5.8.
5.7.
5.7, good marks, solid jumper on the artistic side. Again, that's not his strength.
7.
but still a great effort.
28.7 for the program, highest total so far. And combined with his first program, Jozef Sabovcik takes over first place in the men's outdoor championship. Brian Orser skates when we return. Back at the outdoor skating championships in Sun Valley, the men have been sharpening their skills down in the games room.
We're tied. It's like right after the short program.
I'm gonna trip him.
Next on the
Brian Orser of Canada is a two-time Olympic silver medalist, a former world champion, but he hasn't had the same kind of success in pro competitions. In fact, last December, he said that he hit rock bottom at a Canadian pro event and has worked extremely hard to turn it all around this year, skating to a Gershwin medley. First piece of music is Summertime by Peter Gabriel, and then Nice Work If You Can Get It by Sting.
Summertime, and the living is easy. Fish are jumping.
Brian's extremely popular all over the world. He came into skating when the triple axel was just becoming necessary. Watch this double axel here. He and Brian Boitano changed the sport. You had to have a triple axel, and then you had to have two triple axels in your long program to win. He's worked extremely hard to get back his technical skills. Next jump is a triple Lutz. A little slow going in, doubled it.
After the disappointment at the Canadian Pro event, Brian really started dedicating himself to his skating. Instead of just touring and not training, he started skating 3 hours a day, hired a personal trainer.
Nice work, you can get it, and you can get it.
Nice triple toe loop.
And his skating now, Scott, looks effortless. He's got that lightness back.
You can get it if you try.
He's doubled or tripled the quickness of his feet. His spins are much better. His jumps are tight and sure.
Hearts become one who could ask for anything more. Loving one who loves you, and then taking that vow. Nice work, you can get it, and if you get it, oh, won't you?
As an amateur, you know how good you are by the amount of titles that you've won. You look back on your year and say, I did well at the Worlds, I did well at the Nationals. But as a professional, it's really difficult to evaluate your success and your progress. Brian just got lost there for a while. It seems like he's found his way back. I love watching him skate, unless I'm competing with him.
Just imagine someone waiting at the cottage door, where two hearts become one who could ask for anything Nice work if you can get it. And if you get it,
big backflip. Final move, a death drop. So great to see him in the competitive arena again. Congratulations, Brian. You did a great job.
Well, he's won numerous awards up in Canada for his TV specials. Now I think he's ready to collect some awards from the judges.
Oh, thank you.
It's not enough for Brian just to do the triple toe. He wants to make it a challenge. He has his footwork sequence into triple toe. Now watch, he'll do this double three right here. Three turn, he won't push again. He'll let that leg stay up there and then he'll reach back and pull triple toe. Very difficult. Very difficult. Nice landing. Kept the speed going. And the backflip, sometimes it catches ice just right and it'll send you flying. Straight up. Straight over. At the very end of the program, you're tired. The last thing you want to worry about is landing on your face.
Well, I sold it.
Brian and his coach Doug Haw wait for the marks.
Good.
5.7.
Boo.
157, all the rest 5/8.
5.8.
Good.
It's a great start. I mean, it's a great anyway, but it's a great start back for Brian Orser's competitive professional career.
7.6, putting Brian Orser.
A two-program total of 57.6 puts Brian Orser into first place ahead of Jozef Sabovcik. 3 skaters still to go. Viktor Petrenko will be next. Welcome back to Sun Valley. The current standings has Brian Orser leading the pack at this point in the competition, but there are still 3 skaters yet to come. One of them is on the ice right now.
1992 world champion.
In 2 pro seasons, he has competed in 8 individual events, winning 2 of them. And one of those wins was a huge win over Brian Boitano. He was 4th in this event last year and 3rd going into this program. And Viktor skating to music from The Mask.
just a baby in this business of love. I'm a mover, a shaker, like Mac and I could take your last dollar with the throw of the dice. I got a gift for women from heaven above. But I'm just a baby in this business of love. I'm a smooth operator in all affairs. Sophisticated.
Triple toe loop. Very similar takeoff to Brian Orser. Nice combination of jumps.
And in this case, that hat sure is a help to him because it's blocking the sun from his eyes.
Somebody save me. I'm just a baby in this business of love. In pursuit of satisfaction, I started young. I never looked back at the things.
Both of the programs we've seen Viktor perform in this competition are new programs, but Scott, no wonder you had trouble following him in the first program. He forgot what program he was doing, said he got lost out there and was doing the wrong elements.
With adrenaline flowing, sometimes that happens early in the season. You just sort of go, whoa, where am I? And I thought he was making it up as he went along. Triple axel coming up here, maybe. Triple I can't stress to you enough how incredibly gorgeous that jump was. It just flew.
I was right smack dab at the top of my game. I'll take them all was my middle name. There's this one little thing I never knew. I got a whole lot of nothing if I ain't got you. I I'm just a baby. Nobody ever trained me. You've got to save me. I'm just a baby in this business of love. This business of love. This business of love. I'm just a baby in this business of love. Ba-do, 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 ba-do,
Viktor Petrenko, he was 4th in this event last year, but he certainly went for broke this year.
The only reason he was 4th last year was because of the triple axel in the first program. It just cost him any chance. But this time he says, I'm not giving up on triple axel in Sun Valley. I'm going to hit one in each program. And the one he did in this program was just unbelievable. Watch this thing. The setup is absolutely pure. He steps right up into it. Pure. This is textbook. It's absolutely perfect. He's done rotating a foot before he hits the ice. That is as good as a triple axel can be. Now watch how much ice he covers on this. He steps right up, transfers his weight to the right side, spins it perfectly. It's straight as a stick. Boom, out. 1 foot, no problem. Textbook triple axel. Wow.
Well, let's see what the judges thought of Viktor's performance.
2 5.9s, the rest 5.85s. They're leaving room, obviously, for Wylie and Boitano. It's an artistic competition, so the triple axel doesn't carry as much weight as it does in other competitions, but man.
His total of 58.3 puts him easily into first place ahead of Orser and Sabovcik.
I'm a smooth operator in all affairs, sophisticated and debonair. I've got all kinds of fancy stuff, but I'm just
Paul Wylie is getting ready to skate.
I'm just a baby.
Back in Sun Valley, where the new leader is Viktor Petrenko over Brian Orser and Josef Sabovcik.
Please welcome the 1990.
Well, he is in his 4th year as a pro. He's won 9 of 16 events entered. He's only finished out of the top 3 in 2 events. He's best known, though, for his Olympic silver medal in 1992. Skating to Carmina Burana, Paul Wylie.
Pretty relaxed in this program. Opening double axel right here. Nice. Whoa, almost slipped on the landing a little bit. Knowing that he did not complete a triple jump in his first program, and he beat so many guys that did triples and quads. Very reassuring to know that your material can carry you on an off day. Guarantee that he definitely wants a spiral into triple flip to happen. He missed it in the first program. Nice. stamina work, and he's going to need the stamina for this triple Lutz right now. It's the end of the program. Doubled it. It's very hot, very dry.
Disappointed that he missed the triple Lutz and did a double Lutz. But Scott, I'm overwhelmed by how strong and powerful Paul Wylie is. It really comes across.
Total impact skater. He can reach right into the hearts of the audience and just ignite them. He's so dramatic. And again, artistic competition. These are Paul's rules right here. Be interesting to see if he can mount a strong enough challenge to Brian Boitano. Look at the triple flip here. He'll reach back with the right foot, just vaults him up. Great air position, good tight, comes down, nice landing. He's not only a solid jumper, he's a good spinner. It's like 8 G's coming through his skull right here on this scratch spin. All timed beautifully to the music. Great choreography is done by Mary Scottfold. Tense, dramatic, serious. Be curious to see if Paul needed that triple Lutz in order to beat Brian Boitano.
The marks.
Well, in order to overtake Petrenko, he's going to need a total of 29.3.
These marks are great. 5.95s, 5.9s, great marks. Again, the triple Lutz may or may not have made a difference. It's hard to say.
Well, that gives him a total of 29.45, and yes, that is enough. Paul Wylie is in first place. Brian Boitano, he's ready to go
hi,
next.
Mom. Hi, Dad. Wish you were here. Bye.
The triple that could have been, you'll see he gets into the air position right here and decides, nope, right there. He decides, I can't get around it. I just didn't get a good takeoff. Pops it into a double. It may or may not have made the difference. We'll see after this next performance.
Outdoor Championship at Sun Valley, 1988 Olympic.
Well, he's first going into this program. He was first here last year. He is definitely the professional skater to beat. He's skating to Un Amor by the Gypsy Kings.
Un amor viví.
Brian's so strong that under normal indoor circumstances, I would say that he would do this program in his sleep. And nobody else could.
Las palabras de Dios. Por ti es un amor vivir.
Picking up speed for his first triple pass, a triple flip. Just amazing.
Las palabras de Dios llorando por ti es con amor. Ay,
choose to do a double loop combination. Normally you only do that if you have to. It's a required element because a double loop is such a difficult takeoff off a landing of a jump. This is showing off. Triple toe loop. Missed the toe a little bit on that one, and he's so strong and he's so technically great that he was able to turn into a perfect jump anyway. A typical flawless Brian Boitano performance.
Brian Boitano.
You gotta wonder how you get any better than that. He said he's planning to experiment with some new looks. He says he wants to become a more versatile skater.
Watch this triple sow double loop. Now, you don't need to do double loop on the anything. You're not going to get any extra credit for it, and it's so tough. You got to hold the landing right there perfect in order to get the double loop off. It's so tough because your air position has to be perfect, the landing has to be perfect, and your timing off the landing has to be perfect. And this triple toe, watch, he'll just reach back here when he goes for the triple toe loop, and watch his right foot. It just sort of like, just doesn't quite get behind him all the way. It slips out a little bit, but he's so strong, so good, and so technically pure, he's just able to pull off a perfectly landed triple toe loop. The man's amazing.
The marks for Brian.
Well, he needs some 5.8s if he's going to win. He's got a lot more than that.
5.95.
He's going to need some 5.6s if he's going to lose. 5.9s, 5.95s. It's so easy to give him perfect marks because there's nothing but perfection to look at.
29.65.
Brian Boitano defends his title and is once again the outdoor skating champion in Sun Valley. And the final standings, Brian Boitano over Paul Wylie, Viktor Petrenko, Brian Orser, and Jozef Sabovcik. And rounding out the field, Williams, Fadeev, Beacom, and Barna. And we'll talk to the winner when we come back after this. Brian Boitano dominated this event. He won the first program easily over Paul Wylie and Viktor Petrenko, and then got higher marks on his second program. Right now, Scott Hamilton is standing by.
Standing with the top two finishers in this event, Paul Wylie, we thought if anybody could do it, you could. Would you change anything, or what are your thoughts?
Well, I think I'd come here about a week before to practice more in the wind. That's about the only thing I'd change. But Brian skated great, and I could have done better today. And so next year, maybe I will.
Brian, congratulations. Another title up here, outdoors, in the wind, in the sun. Were the conditions a factor at all?
The conditions, especially during the second number, I think were a factor because it was actually brighter out there, I thought, and wetter and windier. And fatigue had set in. It's been a long day. I mean, it was a real long day.
Congratulations, both you guys. Great competition.
Thanks.
Brian Boitano won this competition really with his first program that built a 5/10 lead over Paul Wylie. Paul skated a strong second performance in pursuit of the defending champion, but not strong enough. In this duel in the sun, Boitano won again.